What's going on, everybody? Trainer Jack here with another fitness FAQ for you. I know it's been a while, but I wanted to bring up a commonly asked question that I get, especially from runners like myself. I just got asked recently, Jack, is running enough to get my legs stronger? Do I really need to go through all those squats and deadlifts and leg extensions and leg curl machines and everything else that would involve the quadriceps, your hamstrings, your glute muscles? And the answer is kind of, but probably not in the ways that you're going to want to get stronger. When you're running, especially if you're running distance, if you're a distance runner, if you're a triathlete, if you're just running 5Ks or a mile at a time here and there, you're just conditioning your type 1, which are your slow twitch muscle fibers, for endurance. So yeah, your legs aren't going to be as sore once you get used to, over a period of time, running X amount of miles for how many times a week that you're doing it, but you're not really getting your legs stronger in the sense of, okay, well, if I stop doing back squat or dumbbell goblet squats for a while, if I just run for 3 weeks and I come back to it, my legs are going to be stronger. I'm going to be able to squat more. That is not necessarily the case. Actually, I was just reading an article that there's research and evidence that present that it's really good for runners to actually lift heavy weight for deadlift and squat, because it conditions your soft tissues more for impact. So like all the synovial fluid and everything else between your knee joint is going to react a little better and be a little more fluid or flexible for that repetitive impact that you have when you run. So you need to be, if you're a distance runner, you need to be in the gym doing different kinds of exercise, especially unilateral ones like, one-legged box jumps. Make sure you're safe doing those. Lunges are great. Back squat, goblet squat, like I said before, fantastic exercises to throw in there. So they basically break down what I just said. Running is going to make you stronger as far as it will increase your endurance. Like you've seen your endurance go up, I'm sure. So if you've been running for a while or even for a short period of time, over the course of 3 or 4 weeks, you can see improvement in your endurance and your muscular endurance. But the way that you're going to improve strength is actually using resistance training, added resistance, or even body weight exercises to increase leg strength. The only other way that I can say that you can increase strength for running is conditioning your muscle fibers to explosive strength, which is something that I like to incorporate a lot into my training because it's a huge time saver. I have a lot of fun with it. It's more of a game, is running sprints or hill sprints. And that way, you're not conditioning type 1, you're conditioning type 2 muscle fibers or fast twitch muscle fibers. The difference between type 1 and type 2, if you look at the difference between the build of a marathon runner and a sprinter like Usain Bolt, for example, marathon runners are really thin, kind of sinewy body types that don't seem to have a lot of muscle mass on them. And first of all, they burn a lot of calories when they're running, of course. They got to eat a lot too to be able to sustain that kind of training lifestyle. But the other reason that they're a lot smaller in frame, they don't have a ton of muscle definition, is because when you condition type 1 slow twitch muscle fibers like they are in endurance events, you're actually making your muscle fibers smaller. You're lessening the load on your body because you don't need as dense of a muscle mass to propel you forward for long periods of time. Sprinters, on the other hand, if you look at them, like Usain Bolt's a good example. If you look at any of the female track athletes as well, any sprint athlete is completely shredded. Like they are just cut from neck to toe, basically, of just dense, bulky, but still well-defined muscle mass. And it's because when you condition type 2 fast twitch muscle fibers that way, they actually grow because they need a bigger capacity and protection, and you can generate more strength with a bigger muscle fiber like that because they'll explode and go for anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds, and they need that dense, big, tough, explosive muscle fiber to get them going for short, all-out burst periods. So I would recommend definitely incorporating sprint training into your exercise too. That'll help you get a little more size to protect your joints, because I'm all about, as far as running, you have to protect your joints, you have to protect your soft tissues. Like heavy squatting, heavy deadlifting, like I talked about before, lift heavy, train hard, incorporate some sprint training into your routine as well, and then you will be getting your legs stronger to run distance. Anyways, this has been another Fitness FAQ with Trainer Jack here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.